I believe in the city. Kathy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
By the way, we invited Mr. Gruber onto the program. We expect to have him on soon. Yes, we do. North Korea just threatening us, the United States, with merciless attacks as one of our carriers joins South Korean drills. How serious is that? And did Senator Bernie Sanders go too far? He says thousands will die as a result of the Republican healthcare bill. A reaction from Democrat Senator John Tester next.
Fly me to the moon. Explore the Sinatra family vault and other great singers in Sirius XM's weekly show hosted by one of the people who knew Frank best.
Hi, this is Nancy Sinatra.
3 hours of hand-picked music and Nancy's memories of growing up Sinatra.
Please join me for a visit into my music collection.
Nancy for Frank, Sundays 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, exclusively on Seriously Sinatra, Channel 71, and the Sirius XM app.
Are you a business owner who needs working capital to help grow and support your business? Do you know where the money is going to come from? Have you been turned down from a local bank? If you need working capital and need it now, call Strategic Funding. We provide up to $1 million in alternative financing to retailers, restaurants, hotels, and hundreds of different types of businesses. Unlike getting financing through a bank, our unique financing services are very flexible, with repayment plans customized to meet your needs. Our underwriting is extremely fast, allowing approval in as little as 1 day. It's totally stress-free. If you've been in business for at least a year, have an annual revenue of $150,000 or more with a minimum credit score of 550, pick up the phone and call now for a free, no-obligation consultation to see what you qualify for. Dial 800-214-3144. 800-214-3144. That's 800-214-3144.
Have you recently looked at the Google search results for you or your business? Are they full of positive, truthful content or contaminated with something less than flattering? Search results matter because people treat content on Google as fact, even if it's not true. Fortunately, it's easy to get professional-looking search results with Reputation Defender. Reputation Defender's patented system allows businesses and individuals to make a strong, positive impression in search results, online reviews, and social media. Trust your personal and professional reputation to the experts with over 10 years experience getting real results. Call now and get a free, no-obligation expert consultation and our free online monitoring service, which gives you a detailed picture of how you look online. Make sure your next first impression is a good one. Call Reputation Defender, 1-877-720-6487. That's 1-877-720-6487. 1-877-720-6487. Or visit reputationdefender.com.
It's time for a new idea in aviation to take flight. It's time for private aviation to be accessible to everyone who recognizes that time is the ultimate luxury. It's time to revel in choices driven by intelligence, not ego. It's time to up the way you fly with Wheels Up, the most intelligent private aviation solution. Find out more at wheelsup.com or call 855-FLY-8760.
North Korea flexing more muscle today, threatening merciless attacks against the United States. That as a U.S. carrier battle group conducts routine drills in the seas off South Korea. Jennifer Griffin joins us now with the latest on this. Jennifer?
Stuart, the USS Carl Vinson arrived off the coast of South Korea to begin training and send a message to North Korea following a series of provocations. Senior U.S. Navy officers are calling Vinson's training routine, part of annual military exercises involving tens of thousands of American and South Korean troops. But North Korea has vowed a, quote, merciless response if the U.S. aircraft carrier violates the sovereignty of the communist regime. This comes as Secretary of State Rex Tillerson departs today on a trip to Asia where he will visit South Korea, Japan, and China, with North Korea at the top of the agenda. Previewing the trip, a State Department spokesman outlined the Secretary's thinking.
But what are next steps we can take to really put pressure on the regime to make them feel and pay a price for their behavior? So I think all these things are on the table. None of them are easy.
Last week, North Korea launched 4 missiles which landed 190 miles missiles from Japan. In response, the Japanese government announced their largest warship will sail to the South China Sea soon. Stuart?
Jennifer, thank you very much. A reaction now from someone who says backing down would just embolden North Korea. Former commander of the USS Cole, Kirk Lebold, is with us now. It seems to me that we're not backing down. President Trump seems to be taking a more forward approach. The carrier is there, the missile defense is there, the joint exercises are there. This is a new approach, isn't it, from President Trump?
Actually, it's not, Stuart. We have this routine exercise we've done with the South Koreans for years, and for the aircraft carrier and the rest of the battle group ships to be there and conduct this exercise with South Korea is actually routine.
Keep right
so
on
the fact that North Korea wants to do these merciless attacks on us, that's just more the same language that we've heard every single time we do this.
But didn't we move a missile defense system right in there? And we've not done that before. That's a forward approach, isn't it?
Very much so. And I think that's sending a strong signal not just to North Korea, but to the Chinese as well. Let's face it, China's the one who has aided and abetted North Korea throughout their ballistic missile program and their nuclear program. They're the largest trading partner. They're the largest supporter. And when it comes to it, I think that the Trump administration is going to look across the entire geopolitical spectrum, using every instrument of national power to try and get the Chinese, to get the North Koreans to start behaving in a responsible manner.
There's danger here, presumably.
Drive 16 miles on I-5.
An erratic leader. You never know what he's going to do. And here we are taking a forward position. This is a dangerous development, isn't it?
I think that the times drive it to be more dangerous than others, simply because when you look at the turmoil with the South Korean government, the fact that they are without a president with a corruption scandal, they aren't going to have elections till May. We're still continuing to move through with this exercise, which I think is a very strong signal that despite their internal turmoil, we're still going to back a principal ally in the region. The key now is to start working with China to figure out long-term, how are we going to reunify the peninsula? Short-term, how do we prevent North Korea from misunderstanding, overreacting, and perhaps igniting a war on the peninsula, which nobody wants?
Well, reportedly, early next month, President Xi from China visits President Trump at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Presumably, they'll discuss North Korea and maybe work out a new approach, because China surely does not want North Korea nuclear armed with missiles right there on its border.
Well, North Korea has aided and abetted the nuclear program and the ballistic missile program. So having it right there on the border, they do not view as a threat to them. They view it as a counterbalance to every other one of the regional players in the area. Japan, South Korea, Australia, they're looking at having North Korea as that somewhat unpredictable neighbor next to them that can create the buffer that they need. And the fact that it is nuclear armed as well really creates the heavyweight concern for many of the other nations there. That's why we need to work directly with the Chinese to figure out how we're going to get North Korea to behave responsibly.
Well said, Kirk Lebold. Thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it.
Pleasure as always, Stuart.
Remember during the run-up to Obamacare how far some Democrats went? Watch this.
The Republican health care plan is this. Die quickly. That's right. The Republicans want you to die quickly if you get sick.
Well, is Senator Bernie Sanders suggesting something similar now?
In today's fiercely competitive environment, it's critical to attract and retain a strong pool of talent, and keeping those people engaged is just as important. That's why HR professionals need a new set of tools for taking care of their organization's most valuable resource, from hire to retire. And a full suite, single platform human capital management solution from Kronos is just the answer. Learn more at kronos.com/HCM. Kronos, workforce innovation that works.
A few years ago, my wife and I went shopping for amazing quality luxury bedding we could actually afford. And what did we find? Nothing. Hi, I'm Scott Tannen. Missy and I started Bull & Branch because we want you to be able to afford the best bedding in the world. By cutting out the middlemen and only selling online at bullandbranch.com, our award-winning sheets cost less than half of designer brands and are twice the quality. Every set is crafted from 100% organic cotton. They get softer and softer over time. That's why we have thousands of 5-star reviews and even 3 U.S. presidents have Boll and Branch sheets. There's no risk. Try them for 30 nights. If you don't love them, send them back for a full refund. Go to bollandbranch.com today for $50 off your first set of sheets, plus free shipping when you use promo code NEWS. That's $50 off, plus free shipping right now at bollandbranch.com. Promo code NEWS. bollandbranch.com, spelled B-O-L-L, and branch.com. Promo code NEWS.
Hello. Hey, Nick. They used 2 forklifts to load me. One on each side. Yeah, it's not super heavy. Not according to the gauge inside the truck. Well, here's the thing. My daughter leaves this Friday for a school trip. She's not going to be back until next Thursday. So there's no reason to hurry. Unless you can get me there. You know, if I unload Thursday, there's no way I'm going to get there. She leaves Friday. There's no way I'm going to get there by Friday. So, you know, she'll be back next Thursday. So I'd like to get there. I'd like to get back home next Thursday and stay through Sunday. Permits for Oregon or Washington? Oh, okay. Okay, because Luis didn't have a printer, so I had to get it printed at the truck stop. Talk to you then. Bye.
Big problem in rural America where there's a long distance between healthcare centers.
Understood. Senator, we went to Health and Human Services. We looked up and we found that in Montana, the Silver Plan under Obamacare, for example, a 44% spike in premiums between 2016 and 2017. And if you go from 2014 to 2018, those premiums were up 83%. Can you vote against any kind of change in Obamacare with those kind of numbers in your state?
Stuart, I've said from the beginning, we need to work to fix Obamacare. Keep the parts of it that work and fix the part that isn't. The part you're talking about right there, that is real, and we're seeing folks that don't get any subsidies paying too high of premiums with too high of deductibles. Let's fix that.
How would you fix it?
Well, there's several ways. First of all, more transparency on drug companies, more transparency on insurance companies, and then let's sit down as a body, whether it's in the House or the Senate, and talk about ways that we can help fix the problem. But to throw everything out, and by the way, take people potentially off of health care, doesn't fix the problem. It takes us back to a problem where there's more charity care, and it puts people who are paying the bills even at more risk.
Would you raise taxes?
Would I raise taxes? No, I think that what's in the healthcare bill right now is working, and I know that there's folks out there that say it's collapsing, but if you take a look at some of the things that have been done over the last couple months, it may be self-fulfilling prophecy there. The bottom line is that there's 71,000 more Montanans just because of Medicaid expansion that have health care now than that didn't have 15 months ago. That's a good thing. There's people with pre-existing conditions that are able to get it covered. People with high blood pressure be able to go get insurance. Those are good things. The part you talked about the exchanges being too high absolutely needs to be addressed. But why throw everything out and not really even have any assurances for those people moving forward?
Okay. Very interesting, sir. John Tester, Democrat, Montana. Thanks for joining us, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Stuart, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. We will be right back.
Home Chef makes cooking simple with perfectly portioned ingredients and easy-to-follow recipes delivered to your door. You can confidently cook up tasty meals like our Parisian bistro steak with green beans and potatoes. With over 10 new dinners offered weekly, total flexibility over your order schedule, and incredible cost and time savings, Home Chef delivers everything you need to bring more delicious meals and moments to the table. Visit homechef.com and use promo code SAVE for $30 off your first order.
Today I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to